Welcome back to Bills, Bets, and Beers. I'm the host, Chad, and today we're going to be talking about the Bills versus Patriots preview and prediction. Um, possible perfect game 2.0? Most likely not, but that'd be really nice to see because we haven't faced them since then, and starting back off with another perfect game against them would be ridiculous. But, anyways, uh, let's get into the video. I'm going to be going through some injury reports. I know it's just Monday and there's only one day of it, but just keeping with the theme and always having at least some information on going into the game. Let's start with the Bills. We have Josh Allen. He's obviously still going to be listed on there for the elbow, but honestly, it's really nice to see that he's full practice already. Usually he's limited practice all week, and you would think even with that kind of short, like having those 2 games back to back, that they'd probably have him limited again just to keep his arm rested, but he's full practice. Tremaine Edmonds, he was full practice as well on Monday. I'll just go down throughout the list. AJ Epinesa, he was full practice. Mitch Morse, full practice, which is really good to see. I love to see that. Like I said in the last video about the Bills, those high snaps I was not a huge fan of during that game. It just gave me, I don't know, it just was not great seeing them go that high for even a man like Josh Allen having to reach his arms all the way up to catch some of these snaps. Then Greg Russo's full practice as well, full participation practice as well. So that's really good to see. That's all solid crap for this game because we need our defense as strong as it can get, and then our offensive line's getting a little healthier. Obviously, it looks like Deion Dawkins might not be in. He's did not practice today, and obviously now that Devon Miller, we're not expecting to see him for a couple weeks anyways. But then next up, we had some weird DNPs due to illness. It was actually a good handful. It was Jaquan Johnson, Dane Jackson, Damar Hamlin, Quentin Morris, and Khalil Shakir. So a lot of the secondary in there on that. Obviously, sicknesses it's gonna happen. Tis the season. It's winter, but I'm hoping that doesn't, because all those names are they're in different. They're in the wide receivers. They're in the obviously the secondary, and then tight end room and all these things, and hopefully they didn't mix and get other people sick, so more people are sick towards before the game starts. But I think it's been going through the team anyways the past week or so, and you could look around, a lot of the injury reports are showing that. Anyways, let's get into the Patriots side. Running back Damian Harris for a thigh, did not practice Monday. Offensive tackle Isaiah Wynn, foot injury, did not participate as well. Center David Andrews, thigh. He was limited practice today, and the rest of these are going to be limited practice as well. Cornerback Marcus Jones, cornerback Jalen Mills, wide receiver Jacoby Myers, wide receiver Devontae Parker, and Yadni Kajusti, I can't remember the offensive tackle. They're all limited practice Monday. I mean, I don't trust the Patriots with their injury reports anyways. I mean, they probably are limited just because it's a short week, and actually they had the same amount of time, about a week, but still, coming off of having a short week before that, I mean, they're probably just going to get a lot of rest time in for these guys, so they are going to be full for the game. When I do my next video on Tuesday night, actually Tuesday or Wednesday night, because I want to be putting some parlays in, so I might wait for the day before, because then that's when they actually start putting some stuff out. But when I do that video, I'll have more information and updates for at least Tuesday's practice and maybe a Wednesday's practice as well in there, or try to anyways. But yeah, that's gonna be it for that. if you are new to this channel, I missed this in the beginning. Um, this is a channel where I mostly talk about Bills football, NFL in general, and I go through my parlays that I put in for the week. I usually do Monday, Thursday, and Sunday night football games, as well as just Sunday games just in general on that. And I'll occasionally do a tasting rating of a tasty brew. Try to pick some stuff from from the local area around me. I'm gonna be doing one today. So stick tuned if you're interested in that at the end of the show. So let's get into these key matchups and storylines. First one is Ken Dorsey versus Belichick's defense. I think I say Belichick's defense. It's really a coaching battle, but it's just gonna be interesting with how Ken Dorsey does this because Belichick is very good with going against other defenses. I mean, going against offenses, especially like rookie quarterbacks. Obviously, Josh isn't a rookie quarterback, but it's gonna be a first-year offensive coordinator. Yeah, we're more than halfway throughout the year, getting towards the last 6 games of it, but he's definitely shown some growing pains a little bit in the play calling and going against some defenses that aren't top defenses and not doing well. This is, I think they had him, and ESPN had him like ranked 6th out of all the defenses in the NFL. They're doing really well with limiting points against them and doing some turnovers, and their secondary's been doing pretty well for them too. So, and Judon obviously is being a menace up there, so definitely a lot to watch out for there in this game. But that's just gonna be I think this is gonna be a big game for Ken Dorsey to show, hey, we're not missing a beat with me at the offensive coordinator position. So definitely something to look forward towards. Next up, the Bills Millerless defensive front 7. We have a lot of people coming back, which is very good to see. Tremaine Edmonds coming back is going to be huge for us. I mean, then you have Russo coming back, getting healthy. AJ Epinesa had a full practice. I mean, everything back there. They're going to have all the rotational pieces. I just hope all those illnesses doesn't, like, run into Wednesday, because then that's going to start, like, having people not 100%, like, and probably playing still. So hopefully they maybe have, like, a limited practice tomorrow and then a full practice Wednesday for us to get a really full, healthy defense out there. But that front 7, at least, it's very healthy now, which is it's good to see coming into a game like this, because they have a good a good rusher to stop. Ramondre Stevenson has been bullying a lot of teams. Yes, he's had weeks where he got barely any yards, but he's had a lot of weeks where he's got a lot. So definitely something to look out for. If Damian Harris isn't playing, then it's pretty much all going to be on Stevenson. So if we can, like, stop him in a sense or just slow him down, so like we have been doing the past couple weeks against good rushing attacks, then that'd be very good to see. Like, hold them under, like, 60, 70 yards. Or at least under 80 yards on the game. And then, obviously, to do that, we're going to have to start tackling better. But I think that's going to help having Tremaine Edmonds back there. Tremaine's huge. He's been doing very well with tackling. He was wasn't the greatest last year, very consistent on, like, stuffing holes and doing all that stuff last year. But this year, his run defense has been very good. He's been wrapping up and tackling in the backfield. Just some players have to keep being more consistent back there. Like last game, there were so many missed tackles that they just ripped for like 15 plus more yards. So we got to keep up with just making sure they're not getting through 2 or 3 broken tackles. And if you have an opportunity to get him in the backfield, get him back there and lose 2-3 yards instead of him gaining 6 or 7. Next, I got the slightly injured Bills O-line versus this really good front seven for the Patriots. That's gonna be it's gonna be a battle. I mean, obviously we're gonna have to stunt or do something like to scheme up against Judon, like to give some help on that side. Maybe have Devin Singletary or like the tight end help on that side a little bit more or something because Judon has been a menace as of late. So we don't want him putting too much pressure on Josh. Obviously, Josh is decent against the pressure or used to, but as of late in the red zone when he's pressured, he has been giving that ball up. So we've got to get away from that, at least that mentality for him. So hopefully just give him the time back there so that we can get open in the secondary and make some shots downfield. And then once we get that going a little bit more, as well as I have a run game going in the beginning, then everything that should open up everything for us. Because get our run game started. If they start trying to stop that, then we do pass blocking well. Then we get our passes down the field, and it'll open up the run again. So nice little yin yang I'm hoping to see in this game. Then I have Allen and our offensive weapons up against this decent secondary. I mean, even they have a nice rookie back there. He's been playing very well. And they have good safeties. They have all around good cornerback play. So something that I mean you're used to seeing against with a Belichick defense, but I mean you weren't expecting to see it this early. I don't think. I think that pickup they had, that rookie, has been doing very very well for them. Better than you would think he was going to play, at least this early in his season. So let's get into the next one. Can this Bills secondary step up on these third and longs that we keep giving up, and just step up in general and not giving away these plays in crucial moments? I mean, the front seven will do great, get a sack, and then get a tackle for a loss, and then it's like 3rd and 12, 3rd and 17, and then the secondary is just letting them get 18, 20 yards. And it's just something we can't let this. I mean, sometimes it's due to missed tackles, and then they get an extra 6, 7 yards or something. But most of the time, they're getting the catches after the line, and like not just like right after. Like he's getting the catch like 6, 7 yards after, 5 yards after. So we have to keep up with doing that in key moments and just get back in touch what we've been doing before this last 3-4 games. It just seems like after the bye, everything kind of starts slowing down on that front. That's it for my key matchups and stuff, but I have a couple interesting storylines as well. Like I said earlier, perfect game 2.0. I mean, it's probably not going to happen, but if it does, it's a very good storyline. I mean, if we can have 2 in a row against one of the best defensive-minded head coaches, that's going to give us a good confidence boost into this big AFC East month coming up. So, be nice to see. Then, will Singletary continue his efficient rushes? I mean, he's been running very well. He's been getting 5+ yards a pop, getting 70, 80 yards around 80 yards past 2 games. And I'm hoping he keeps it up. I mean, it's been keeping our ebb and flow in our offense at least going good in a sense, where the passes are getting open back there. It's just some people might be dropping them occasionally, but I think it's more of just Allen getting into the rhythm a little bit more. So I think with these rushes going, it's going to keep them having to not just sit there and drop 8. They can't do stuff like that against us anymore. If we can get our running game going just a slight bit against the Patriots in the beginning, I think they are gonna get into a little bit of trouble, and we're gonna be able to exploit them in our passing game in our passing game, which is our strength. Then will Hines actually be, playing on the offense this game, and will he actually start getting a little bit more of a role? Because, I mean, the Patriots' offense is very good. I mean, they're going to run the ball. 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 They're it sucks to see like, oh great, we picked up this guy, he's gonna help us out so much. Um, our running game needs it desperately, and then now you got Cooks and Singletary doing pretty well. At least Singletary's doing really well. Cooks had a good game as well, and it's like Hines is only out there on punt returns. It's like, what are we doing? I mean, are we actually trying to use him? Are we trying to at least get him acclimated to somewhat playing a live like running back role for this team? I mean, we've been putting him in a little bit in some packages I've seen, like a lot more just pass catching packages, it seems like, but I would love to see him and just running out of the backfield more. Or like instead of having James Cook sometimes, rotate like Singletary, then do a James Cook Singletary, then do uh, Hines. Something like that where I want Singletary still getting a lot of the touches, but I want Hines at least getting the feel of being back in the backfield with this playbook and all that stuff. I'm more worried the part that he's not picking up the playbook as quickly as we would have thought. Because he is a smart player, so I'm hoping he is picking it up, but that's just the only thing to worry about. And I mean, will Mac Jones melt down against this Bills defense? We've been playing not great on the secondary, but if we get that just wrapped up a little bit, I think Trey White's going to probably play more towards 50% this game. And if he's playing 50% of the snaps this game, that's going to be huge. Because you're not going to have people like Dane Jackson out there just letting people just burn them. And when Dane Jackson's going to be on that field, if they start him at like cornerback 2, he's going to be getting just people thrown at him left and right, and Trey White's not going to see that many people because why would you throw towards Trey White's side when you know that quarterback's been getting burned by every team the past 2 weeks? I mean, it makes no sense to throw it towards Trey White if you don't have to. So, definitely be interesting how they play that, but I'm hoping to see a Mac Jones just cracking underneath the pressure, and I would guess we would see the other rookie their rookie quarterback by maybe the third quarter if we get a pick or two in the beginning, because they weren't shy to pull him before. So let's get in to this tasting and rating, and then got 2 more sections and we're done. So this is gonna be Bear Hug. It's this one is called the Secret Bear Hug. It's a hazy IPA, really light. It's 6.5%, and it's Goose Island. They do a lot of good beers. They have another one that's just like the Tropical Bear Hug, and that thing is 9.9%, and it's actually very smooth. It's not this, like I said, this isn't local, but it's made out of made and packaged out of Chicago, Illinois. So if you're around the area, definitely I would check out the brewery, because that would be probably a blast to go to. Because in my experience, tasting it from the tap, it's so much smoother and so much better tasting. So definitely check them out. Got the color right here. Like I said, it's just a normal. So for taste wise, I definitely give this like an 8.5. I love the taste of it. And at 6.5, it goes down very smooth. I mean, it's not high percentage, but I mean, it just has a nice flavor to it. Color, I give it like a 5.2, just an average one. Drinkability, like I said, it's very smooth. To me, it almost tastes like not harsher, but like a stronger like draft beer. It has that draft beer taste initially, and then you have the full taste come in at towards the end of the drink, and it's really good. There's no real super bitter. So I'll give that like a 7.2. And bingeability, you definitely could drink a lot of these. I'd give that like an 8. I mean, like at 6.5%, I mean, you probably would feel it after about probably 4 or 5. But most of these like cans like this, if I'm drinking these, I'll probably get the 9% ones anyways. And you could get 2 or 3 cans to be good. So that's binging in that sense for those. Um, and then design. I don't know. I like it. It's a little. It's really easy, but the colors are good. The color scheme, and then like the bear with the glasses, pink glasses, make things pop out. I don't know. And there's like the little designs in it. I think they're really cool. Um, I give that a good like 8.5 as well. Just something it's very simple in its sense, but there's still a lot of details in the simplicity. So I like it. Um, but yeah, I got some upcoming videos. I'm gonna be doing one, like I said earlier, for the Thursday night football updates and parlays. I'm gonna be doing some parlays, and also just probably just doing some updates to the game. Um, just going through some Bills news as well. That's why I didn't really put too much Bills news. I want to have it more acclimated towards this game. And then I'll be putting a couple other things in there. Um, then I'll have a Bills Patriots post game reaction, and then a Sunday Night Football preview and Sunday game parlays. So that'll be probably coming out Friday, or no, because I would probably Saturday. I'll drop that Saturday afternoon most likely. So you have a good day and a half to look at the bets if you want to check them out and drop them if you want to. Like I said, I only put $1-2 on these things, and you can make a couple $100. So really no harm in following. You have to choose what I pick. You can kind of pick and choose between them. So that's the glory of it. I mean, if some things, like I said, I always put risky bets down anyways. So because I'm only putting $1 down. If I can win 100-something bucks off $1, I'm gonna do it every day. Instead of turning $1 into like 15, I'd rather turn it into $100. But let's get into the sponsors part, and then I'll be heading out. Check out my wife's Instagram. It's Crochet with Elisha. It's her business page. She does a lot of stuff on there. Like I said, again, it's Crochet with, it's with spelled out, WITHELISHA. Check her out. She has a lot of good stuff on there. She has gloves, hats, mittens for babies, toddlers, kids, any age. All she needs is some quick measurements, even for adults. She does cardigans for adults, kids, blankets, stuffed animals. I mean, beer koozies, bikinis, tops, bottoms, shirts, anything you can think of, she's made. So go check her out. Shoot her DM if you want anything, and she'll tell you the price and how much it's gonna cost for like yarn and shipping, and kind of just give you a good blanketed price for it. Next up, I got my buddy Evan over at Mr. Nasty Time. He has a YouTube channel as well. It's MR_NASTYTYYYME. He's been posting a lot of Warzone 2.0 and Modern Warfare 2. I know he's gonna be playing some the new Madden as well, because he just got that recently, so he'll probably be doing a lot of Madden franchises and stuff like that soon. He does pump out a lot of NFL videos. He does a weekly power rankings 1 through 32. So it's a pretty long video, about an hour, but he gives you a couple minutes to explain each team. Lower end, now he's saying what they need to kind of fix it, looking draft wise and things like that. And then also for the other teams, saying who's going to be making the playoffs, what type of run they're going to make, and whatnot going forward. So definitely check those out. And he does some UFC stuff as well. But that's going to be it. Give it a good go, Bills, and I'm out.